Hello, my name is Sekhet, and and I am equal parts excited and apprehensive. What we're looking at here is a version of the mod pack that has been downloaded through the Curse launcher. That's right, folks. The pack is posted. Details will be in the video description, assuming I remember. And we're gonna find out. I'll find out if I did it right. Now, my first question is about the options. I tried to have it set so that the options would be, okay. So that the options would be maintained, like what I set up is as well. Okay, yeah, sure enough. We're looking like we're in good shape here as far as that goes. So that's all really cool. Next question I have is, well, I want to see if the quests are there, and I want to see if all the work I did with the Spice of Life is maintained. I don't know how many mod packs I've played where, the Spice of Life, it seems like the people who made the pack might have done a lot to it, but it doesn't come across in the, what do you call it? It doesn't come across in the downloaded version. Now, I think that the way to deal with that is to take the Spice of Life file out of your save. I forget exactly which folder it's in, and move it into a default config folder in the main directory of the instance. And well, what it comes down to is if I got that right, then probably the origin is also right, but we shall see what we shall see. Fingers crossed, yeah. Okay, here we are. We're just gonna hop up onto a tree and see if we can take a look at a few things here. First, oh, I see quests. They're here, they're here. Okay. That's a good sign. Oh, that doesn't help. Let's try. Uh, let's try. Okay, so it's called Food Book. Hello. And we got a little New World lag here, I think. I hope. Please let it just be lag. Okay. Let's see. The Food Book. Moment of truth. Incredible. Wonderful. Okay, I would say that, folks, we are ready to begin beta testing. I'm going to find a cool seed, and we're going to start a new world. Okay, if anybody's curious, here's the seed that we're going to use. It's supposed to have all of the biomes pretty close by to spawn. And here we are once again, naked, alone, covered in books. Fortunate we're in a jungle. Crying out loud. I don't think they're as dangerous as deserts. But, oh, we got a little bamboo area? This looks like an okay spot. Just some vanilla materials, that's fine. We'll take the chest. And we'll definitely take the torches. And I guess we're going to try to find some sheeps. Or something. Dear, dear, we're quite high up, aren't we? Oof. All right. Got any villages on the map? Oh, I should mark spawn, shouldn't I? Totally should. So, the name of the pack, therein lies a tale, friends. The name of the pack is Sekhet's YT Pack, The Road of the Warrior. Why did I name it such a silly thing? Well, the answer is it's actually really difficult, at least for me, to get a mod pack name approved on Curseforge, and I'll tell you why, and I'm not lying. First I called it Sekhet's Divine RPG Pack, right? Okay. and they didn't like that. And then I called it Sekhet's Adventure Mod Pack, and they didn't like that. I called it Sekhet's Modded Minecraft. They didn't like that. Okay, so apparently the rules are you can't use the name of. Oh, we got some lag. I hope it's just lag. Okay, fresh world lag. Apparently there are forbidden words when naming a mod pack, and one of them is mod pack, and one of them is MC, and one of them is Minecraft, and I'll tell you, folks, you wouldn't know it from the front page of Curseforge. It's like especially the Minecraft one, because that whole front page is basically like medieval Minecraft, better Minecraft for fabric, and another one is vanilla. And boy, oh boy, have I seen mod packs with that in the name. And it's Curse's website. They can do what they like with it. But I'm here to tell you, I feel like they must write those messages an awful lot. And if those rules were posted, I'm not gonna lie, I did not find them. Okay, so anyway, that's why it's called Sekhet's YT Pack Road of the Warrior. I know it's a very silly name, but I ran out of good ideas real fast. And it looks like the jungle kind of goes straight into a swamp. And swamps are dangerous, full of crocodiles and no knows what else. But it looks like there's a little bit of maybe jungle edge. Oh, there's a birch forest. Okay. Still looking for some sheeps or a village. Spot noon. Day 1. Oh, here we go already, huh? Oh, for crying out loud, not these guys. I don't have a stitch to wear. We're getting out of here. I hope they're terrible swimmers. Oy, oy, oy. Let's get out of here. I hope we're not running into worse trouble. Okay. Disaster narrowly averted, folks. Narrowly averted. Got any villages? No villages around. We'll find one sooner or later. I hope. What else we got to munch on here? Never mind that mutton. Oh, more of them. Where'd this guy even come from? Ugh. Non-stop. Ooh, 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 ooh. So these signposts, you've probably seen these by now. These are from supplementaries. And they point the way to villages. So we got one 6-0 through the snow and the... Okay, well at least we know there are some. We got nice little plains up here. Bordering on a dark oak forest. And sure enough, we have at least one of these high aura spots. Like these plants from Nature's Aura tell you that you're in a good spot for aura. It's stronger there. We can use it to farm spirits of birthing, just like we did in the alpha test. So, and we got an astral sorcery structure. I happen to have a pick on me, and we're grabbing the prismarine this time. I'm telling you, we ended up wanting it. Use it for the apotheosis spawners. They're one of the upgrades, so there's one chest. One chest. Two chests. 2 chests. 0 to 4, folks. Okay, what can I get rid of? Well, we can get rid of the marble. We're going to take the constellation paper. Take that iron. And hopefully we'll have one of the big temples over here. But for the time being, we're just gonna... Oh, we're awfully close to that swamp. Among the things that I can't handle right now, folks, are crocodiles. That would be comically awful. So we're gonna find a little spot to make a hidey hole and get this started. Oh, we got some pigs. Got a dungeon over there. That'll come in handy. And we got this tower right here. Should be safe. Kind of want to just grab the books and see what's in the chest and grab the TNT. We're going to have to tear this thing down. It won't do for where we're going to be building. Not there's anything wrong with it. It's just probably going to need the space. So let's see. We saw this earlier in the series, but I thought it might be fun to open the first chest of the world that isn't the starter chest, which we've already opened. I thought it would be fun to check it out. Gotta get that TNT. It's the best part. Okay, what do we got? Okay, Luck of the Sea 4. Okay, I take back every Unbreaking 4. That's nice. Infinity. Hell Infusion 4. And Capturing 4. Okay, that was worth it. That was actually really sweet. Oh, I can't walk. I'm just setting up to make our first Feral Flare Lantern. If you didn't see the episode where I made these are from Torchmaster. They place lights in a, what did it say? 16 block radius. And we're going to pop it right under here. If we turn off the light level overlay, well, yeah, it's already placed some out here. And this will really help us out, because we've been getting those like pumpkin spiders and the odd creeper. Dangerous building near Dark Oak Forest, or whatever they're called these days. This guy. Pumpkin spider. Let's see how we got some Realmite stuff now. We're probably gonna die. Yep, we died. Well, that's life. Now it's gonna come at me again, isn't it? Oh, you're so close. So close. That's okay. Uh-huh. These boys. You leave me alone. Oh, he'll just despawn. They're so big, they look a lot closer than they really are. I guess these whales will chase you up on land. Pretty weird. Anyway, I basically looted this village. I'm coming back for the food. And there's another one kind of off in the same direction from our base, about another 600 blocks. I haven't had too much trouble with mobs, although I did get jump scared by one of those grasslands and bravely attacked a vanilla pumpkin a couple minutes ago. That was a banner moment. See if we can get some crops out of here, though. Were the crows munching? Beetroot? Okay. I have a carrot. I'll need a potato. Alright. The next one, oh, we can just kind of go around. That's what we're gonna do. Be careful around these swamps, folks. I have yet to see a crocodile in this pack, but I've gotten a few of their eggs. Oh, they're out here. Alright, now that we got some basic supplies and similar, we're gonna go ahead and get a little start on nature's aura. That sounds like a good idea. We're gonna need some grass and some leaves and some gold nuggets. And there are a ton of these little like increased aura spots around here. It's pretty sweet. Alright. Just like last time, it's grass, gold nuggets, leaf blocks, good amount, brilliant fiber. That's what it's called. And these these root forests are what are they called now? Let's see. Can I see it on here? It's probably right in front of my face, but I don't see it. We'll just call it a root forest. Why not? These are great for these though, because there are so many leaf blocks that are all kind of touching each other. We're gonna chop most of this down anyway. So we'll just kind of do this and a couple of 3 here and there. And do a little mining, gather up some resources, and see where we are when we come back. And while we're waiting for that stuff to do its thing, we're gonna go ahead and make our first dank. We're gonna go all the way to tier 2 to start. This will give us 1,024 items per stack. We got 2 rows, so that should really help us out when we're mining. And it's starting to spread pretty well. Let's knock this tree down. Should give us enough to get started. So you can see in our Nature's Aura quest line, we got this completed, and we can just click the checkbox to get the book. And that will definitely help. So let's see, we want to make a ritual of the forest. What are these things called? Okay, wood stands. That's right. Easy enough. Easy enough. Use oh, I'm doing a wonderful job here. There we go. 3 more. And I wonder what the rest of the task is. Would it be 16 gold powder? Yes. Auto rename that quest. That's okay. We're just going to do this right here for the time being. I want to set up around a good spot for starlight, and we'll build everything else around that. So I'm not even sure which one we're going to do, and I'm screwing up how it's made. There we go. Place this stuff just like redstone. Always have a ring around it like this. Now let's use this because I can never quite just click that little eyeball. You get these ghost images, tell you exactly where you need to place your wooden stands. It's very fancy. And now we got our ritual of the forest. I guess the first thing we should do is make an ancient sapling, huh? Okay, so poppy, sugarcane, oak sapling. Alright, and again, if you didn't see this earlier in the series, it doesn't seem to matter where you start in the kind of circle of wooden stands here, but it does seem to matter that you do it in the order that it has in here. And then we got the seed, oops, and gold leaf, and dandelion. Is that right? That's right. I'll put the sapling down. And you'll get your item if it just grows, but you can also bone meal it. And I think we have some bones. Yes, we do. Very nice. Found those in those astral sorcery structures. And I have found some sylphs around the landscape, so we'll have to go collect some of them at some point. Now, if you're not aware, the ancient sapling is the most basic way to replace the aura that we're using to create the ancient sapling. But we're going to use the aura for other things. Aura is the energy of nature's aura. There's a certain amount of it in every chunk. Some chunks naturally have more of it than others. In the overworld, those are signposted by these aura blooms. It doesn't matter if you move the aura blooms, if you plant them, it doesn't create a better spot. Those just tell you what chunks in the world are going to have more aura. As we use the things like the ritual of the forest here to make stuff, some of the aura in the area will get used up. And you got to be careful because if you drain too much aura, crying out loud, guys. If you drain too much aura, you can get bad effects in the area, like, dying. Anyway. Now, the way this thing works is that when the aura in the area is lower than a certain point, some of these leaves will disintegrate and some aura will be placed back into the area. And it eventually balances out between chunks. You can read all about it in the handbook. This might be a very bad idea, but I thought I saw, yeah, these apotheosis dungeons. There's a creeper in it. I'm not really worried about a creeper. It's gonna blow up anyway if I'm not careful. Oh, okay, so that's how those guys work. All right. There was a little spawner in there that we had to set off. That's cool. Means they're not just wandering around, lagging up the world. I like that. So this is a boss from Apotheosis, or I say boss. It's like a fancy mob, and it has a lot of health. It does a lot of damage, and it drops something cool also. And you find them. They do spawn in the world. You'll hear thunder. But you'll also find them in these structures, usually with some fancy loot. Oh, quick shot 4, leather, a little bit of armor. But the only thing I don't need from there is the pumpkin seeds. But we'll take what's on the pick. Efficiency. Yeah, why not? Don't really need efficiency though. But, pretty cool that that was right there. It's also pretty cool that it wasn't one tough enough to kill us. Main thing we got is this, which is a pretty sweet pair of pants. You see it said mythic here. Those tomes that we found up there, we can find a mythic version of those. We can strip what's special off of here. It's probably, we'd probably end up getting the enchantability increase. But anyway, I did make a new set of a rupee gear. So we can just kind of tank around, and we got a nice rupee sword. We're getting started. And while we're at it, we might as well just go ahead and make the shikax. I think I made a quest for that to kind of signpost it as you're Your early multi-tool? Let's see. I thought I did. Oh, we haven't made it yet. There we go. Very nice. Just throw that away. We got a little rupee left over. Now, speaking of quests, let's see what we can cash in here. So we can get a campfire and some cod. That's cool. I'm gonna put the campfire. We're gonna put the campfire away for the time being. We'll have a use for that. Okay, so we'll need something. Okay, world's worst pumpkin. A little bit of food. We got another Pharaoh Flare Lantern. A couple Terra Shards from killing the Grasplin. We managed a couple of Nature's Aura quests. Oh, bone meal. Nice. And we got a milk bottle there for some reason. I forget why I did that. And we got the cows quest. Nice. Now I do want to find a desert and a savanna. So we're going to go ahead and make Nature's Compass again. That'll help us get to biomes. And let's start out, let's say we start out looking for a savanna. I want 2328. 2638 for the shattered. And 2806. Okay, so we got a bit of a hike to get to a savanna, but not that bad. Finally, I want to make a backpack. So we got some canap growing outside that we can get some string from. And there's the first backpack. We're definitely gonna level it up to iron and then to gold. Where's our back slot? There we go. Awesome. We're still heading out to the savannah, and we found a nice, three-mast shipwreck with one of these horrible things right by it. I guess we're about to find out how hostile these things are. So what we really need to do is get down here, right? Grab everything. Make our way through whatever this nonsense is. There up in the doorway. Very treasure map, very nice. Swiftly. Oh, there's the savannah. Is this spots in here? Chest in here somewhere. Another one. And that's the other thing. I've been getting ready for 1.01 here. And one of the things that I just forgot. I forgot what I was saying. That's alright. There's something I want to do. I'm sure we'll figure it out. This guy seems interested in the rotten flesh. Take it. All kinds of big boys out here. Oh right, now I remember. The looter mod, which makes it so that every chest is player dependent and everyone can loot the same chest. I haven't had it on just playing in a solo world, but thinking about putting the server files out. Seems like looter would be something that people would want. Alright, the treasure is gonna be right around the middle of the chunk here. So we're at 8. There it is. Wonderful. Oh, we got Will of the Ocean. Okay. Okay. That has, okay, so we're vulnerable to fire damage. We won't want to have that on in the nether. But spellstones. Heck yeah, where's our spellstone slot? That's our spell focus slot. There it is, all the way on the bottom. Wonderful. Somebody forgot they had Bad Omen. See how we do. We're gonna get pummeled. Where are they? I don't. Oh, there they are. We'll go golem. No. Okay, me and Golem Boy took care. Will you guys get inside? You're all gonna die. They're hurting themselves as it is. Panic. Where are they? Alright, we'll deal with this the best we can. Or we'll flee. I don't know which. Wave 3. We're not doing half bad, although the golem's hurting. Got some iron? I think we do. Go home, farmer. Okay, we're gonna to tank a Ravager. He hurts. He hurts a lot. We don't even have any missile weapons, unless one of these guys happens to drop one, which would be nice. We got 2 remaining raiders. One of them's Laughing Boy over here. Barely hurting this boy. Oh yes, my friend! My friend the Golem. Thank you. Oh, and of course we got these guys to deal with. Now, where's that last raider? I have no idea where this boy is. That's alright. Oh, I can hear him. It's like right around here. He's able to move. Yeah, you hear that? He's here somewhere. There he is. Alright. Two more waves. Now I got a skeleton trying to shoot me. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. Wave 5. Could be going better. Could be going better. Okay, we did not win the raid. All the villagers are dead. That's life, I guess. Oh, we got like 1,000,000 pumpkin pies. Nice. That might, I would like to try to, oh boy, we're just covered in arrows. I would like to try to kill the evoker. We've had some very close calls, though. We're actually getting there. I'm just kind of picking these guys off one by one. Might be just down to the evoke. Oh no, there's another one of these boys. Yeah, that's right. There's another Vindicator. Where is the evoker? Yeah, check this out. We're like, let's fly around. No need to for any air breathing. Kind of gimmicks. Spellstones are powerful. Be on the watch out for them. Buried treasure, great place to find them. This looks like exactly where we want to pop a waystone down. And we're going to mark it on the map too, just in case. Because I saw something right over here. And now you can see it too. We We need some obsidian, so we might as well clean this thing out and see if we can find the chest. Oh, well, there's a chest. Nice! Gotta love sylph shards. We got, oh, silk touch on an axe. That might come in handy. Ooh, there's a crocodile right there. Don't see me, Mr. Crocodile. I don't want to hurt you. Anyway, back on the trail here. We're gonna make ourselves a couple bottles and corks. I don't know why. Then maybe it has to be outside. Didn't want to do it in here for some reason. And we are going to make natural altar. And of course, first we'll need a token of joy. So what is it? Flower and torch. Bottle. Where'd the bottles go? Oh, Aloysius. My cat's gone mad. She's got the zooms. All right. One token. Get it in a second here. Come on. Yeah. Two tokens. Two tokens. And then what is the altar? So we're going to need some gold. Here we go. Once we got that, we'll go ahead and set up the multi-block, at least somewhere temporary. I love this animation. It's so peaceful. Little sparklies. And then pop. You going here? Yeah, there we go. Nice. And actually, now that I look, we're starting to run a little long. So we're going to call it here, but we got a good start in the new world, and the pack's available. If you play it, I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.